Hey guys, welcome to the King Tornado Man show. We are on live right now, making sure the live thing gets up and going on my end. Anyway, guys, I will be right back. I'm gonna leave you guys on. I'm gonna go get me something to drink. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna leave the mic on. Here comes the McMahons.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, my sisters, grandmother, and I have one of the greatest privileges and are honored to induct our mother into the WWE Class of 2026 Hall of Fame. As the oldest and favorite daughter, I've had the unique experience growing up on the road with my parents. At 2 years old, I'd pull into the arena with my mother's briefcase with my little matching step-in band power suit right into the production meeting. I would then march up to the front of the room and start the meeting with Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. However, what I didn't know was that at 2 years old, I was watching my mother own every room she walked into. That gave me the confidence and would shape the person I am today. Growing up in a family business, it's assumed that everything is handed to you. I couldn't be farther from the truth.
So is there anybody on the stream right now? We got 4 people watching.
Especially as a woman in a male-dominated business. She's always said the famous Eleanor Roosevelt quote, "Do one thing every day that scares you," which has driven to her success in her career. Learning the business from the ground up, she became one of the most respected and powerful women in sports entertainment. My mom showed me a picture last week when she was my age, selling WWE merchandise at a fan festival. She climbed the ladder to become Chief Brand Officer and then CEO and Chairwoman of WWE. Along the way, she changed the women's division in WWE, spearheading the women's evolution, allowing the divas to become superstars, turning women's popcorn matches into WrestleMania main events. Her confidence to stand toe-to-toe with a society that didn't see a place for women in the business, and to not only speak up for them, but to change their future, taught me the true power of voice and perseverance in the face of challenge. Those are the 3 greatest lessons she's taught me: work ethic, the power of my voice, and perseverance. And don't get me wrong, sometimes my voice can get me in trouble, which though she won't admit, I definitely get from my mom. I don't think she realizes how much my sisters and I looked up to our whole lives, how our lives were shaped around watching her make a name for herself while being the best mom, and how that shaped us. Standing here today, I realize I'm still that same little girl looking up to her mom, and I wouldn't be who I am without my mother.
His comments working okay, guys?
My inspiration. Mama, my favorite compliment I will ever hear.
I'll check him real quick, see what's going on.
Because all I've ever wanted to be was just like you. I couldn't be prouder of you. Congratulations.
I'm going to turn off
and
the...
I love you more. I've spent the last couple of weeks trying to write this speech for my mom. I wanted to write about all the amazing things she's done in her life, but none of it really encapsulated just how incredible she
is. Is chat on?
A lot of that came from putting my own fears in such a personal relationship with her.
Hold on.
Especially
Moderation
when she
activity.
means so
What's
much
that?
to me. But one of the greatest lessons she has taught me is that vulnerability is a form of true strength. So I'm here to tell you what my mom means to me.
No.
My mom has always truly just
We don't
seen
need that.
Me. No matter what front I've put up, I've never felt more seen than I do with her.
Somebody send a message in the chat. Let me know if it's working.
She's the most empathetic person I know. Over the years, I've seen the way she not only brings out the best in people, but also the way she's been there for others at their lowest. My mom truly has the biggest heart. Over 12 years ago, she read a single story about a boy named Connor, and after he lost his battle with leukemia, she made it her mission to change the world for kids with cancer, and she has. This year, she even helped spearhead an executive order for using AI to help find cures for pediatric cancer. A funny little detail about my mom has to do with one of her best qualities, her laugh. Sometimes when we're out and I can't find her, I just listen for her laugh, and I swear it's basically a homing beacon. I wouldn't be surprised if you could hear it backstage tonight. That laugh truly is just so contagious and bright. Whenever she walks into a room, the sun starts shining and people start smiling. But don't let that sunshine attitude fool you. My mom is a certified badass. Yes. She raised 3 girls, a challenge in itself, but she also changed the world around us through women's evolution, paving the way for so many women across the world. I don't know about you guys, but it's pretty inspiring to me. Anytime someone tells me how to take after my mom, I honestly feel so honored. From the little things like our twinning blue eyes, loud laughs, and big smiles, to the more meaningful things like how I take after my mother's soul. My mom also happened to pass down a couple of her moves, like the signature slap. Sorry about that, Aurora. I really don't know where I'd be without her mother. She's my best friend, confidant, and forever my inspiration to be my best self. Mom, I'm so incredibly proud of you, and I can't think of anyone more deserving
What's
of this
up?
honor. Thank you for
Nah,
always being the light in my life.
I'm not. It's the
Guiding
weekend.
me, lifting me up, and reminding me who I am. I love
Nah.
you more than you
And I would feel better if you call me King Tornado Man. I'd feel better if you call me King Tornado Man because people is gonna say King, and they're gonna think that, oh, I'm a king of something. So let's go ahead and let's change that real quick. Just go ahead and call me King Tornado Man.
is truly a perfect example of what this quote stands for. She has an incredible gift of making every single person she meets feel special.
Well, that'll work too.
I think it might be impossible to be in a room.
Yeah, I would probably go ahead and delete that comment of the you where you calling me king, because I ain't king of nothing. It's just a name. I'm King Tornado Man. So you probably best if you delete that so people don't get on and they think I'm doing something.
My dancing in the kitchen with my mother, spinning around while blasting music.
Because there's people on the internet that can take things out of context. So I probably would delete that comment if I was you.
Surrounded by my insanely athletic sisters and parents, while I ran around singing "Let It Go" from Frozen to anyone who would listen. But my mom has always understood this part of me that I felt like
There you
sometimes
go.
no one else got. Music has always
Nothing
been my
against you.
escape,
Nothing
so
against you. You can
dancing
call
in
me
the
King
kitchen
Tornado
may
Man.
sound like a
You can
simple
just call me
memory,
King Tornado
but
Man
it's
or
so much
whatever.
more meaningful.
Yeah.
No matter what happened during the day, whether it left me on cloud nine or in tears,
Yeah, I do.
always knew that I could come home and sing.
So where's everybody tuning in from for the Hall of Fame? So where's everybody tuning in from?
And our dance moves were, let's just say, not the best. Doing this with her always allowed me to let go of what happened that day and just be myself. My mom has a special way of making people feel like this. She's like a ray of sunshine that warms and brightens everyone she comes across. This is one of my favorite things about her, and part of the reason she is the amazing person she is now. I don't think she will ever truly know how much it means to me or the people that surround her. I hope today, with her getting inducted into the 2026 Hall of Fame, she can realize this and feel just
From
as special
India.
as she makes.
I don't know how to say that name,
Mom,
but I
thank
know
you
you're
so
from
much.
India.
I'm so beyond proud of you.
And Quarter Pounders watching from Chicago, Illinois, in the USA, which is where I'm from. I'm from USA, but I'm not from Illinois. I'm from Kentucky.
I know that I'm a bit prejudiced. Aren't they magnificent? Keep it up!
There's Linda McMahon, Shane McMahon, and Stephanie McMahon's mom, and Vince McMahon's wife.
I never have imagined that as I held my precious blue-eyed little daughter in my arms, that almost 50 years later, I would have the privilege and honor of standing on the WWE Universe stage along with her sweet, beautiful daughters to induct her into the WWE Hall of Fame. This is a very interesting for me because I got to wear a couple of hats.
Yeah, I remember you. I remember names very well of people who tunes in on my live stream.
Mom came first. I'm going to share in reverse order how this all came about. Now, anyone's first job out of college can be daunting anyway. But when your bosses are your father,
I
the
remember
chairman,
you.
and your mother, the CEO, it can
If you watch me for a long time, more than likely I'll remember you by a page in a book. I have a bunch of OGs that's watched me for a long time, and I haven't even seen them. I haven't even seen them pop in. You said you was from India. I can't pronounce your name, but thank you for tuning in from India.
His first words to her were,
Now I'm expecting a whole slew of people to come in tomorrow and Sunday. And I just want to give everybody heads up. The time that I'll be going live will be about 2 o'clock p.m. tomorrow, because that's when WrestleMania kickoff starts, and the show starts at 5. So I'll be live at 2 o'clock p.m. 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 2 o'clock p.m. Central, 1 o'clock p.m. Mountain, and noon on the West Coast. And I'll be reacting to WrestleMania from the time it starts at 5. Time it starts at 5 Central Time, 6 Eastern, all the way till the time it ends.
Starting point was at WWE New York City sales office. What better place to learn customers, vendors, and business partners, and how they perceived your product than to be on the ground making the sales pitch with professional salespeople.
But so just no, I've turned it down a few seconds so your comments can come down quicker. I lowered it down a few seconds so it doesn't take forever to go in. I turned it down so that way it's 10 to 15 seconds. That way you don't have to wait as long to comment.
Much more about the business and the intricacies of it than she even realized at the time. Then it was time to move into the creative and entertainment side of the company, keeping Vince's schedule, sitting in on talent.
Well, I guess I can turn it off.
Creative content, TV production.
Hold on. I'll turn it off. Hold on a second.
And she took to all of this like a fish to water, and was and is a natural.
Hold on.
For my CEO first, I watched as she quickly became a crowd favorite, whether she was a baby face or a heel. And she more than once
There you go.
told me how much more fun it was to be a heel. She connected with the audience. She had charisma, an innate sense of performance. And this is so important in this wonderful business. Knowing when you have the audience right in your hand, when to pump them up, when to let things kind of chill, and when to bring home the big finish. But beyond all of that,
right now it's a speech for Stephanie McMahon.
She learned in a very short period of time how to market and promote the brand of WWE, how to network with executives, connect with other brands.
Yeah, drinking my Coke here.
I have for mutual success. And in 2020 and 2021, Forbes magazine named her as the #2 most influential chief marketing officer in the world and the most influential female CEO in the world. I repeat, in the world.
Ever since the weather's came through over here, my allergies has been getting to me a little bit.
Prestigious Eisenhower Fellow.
And my throat's been itchy.
The Eisenhower program was designed to build global connections, and her specific assignments were in Singapore and Brazil. And she's now a part of a lifelong network of leaders worldwide. A Henry Crown Fellow is an entrepreneurial leader selected by the prestigious Aspen Institute.
Dang, she's giving a long speech.
Young business leaders ready to get back to society. As the chief marketing officer of WWE, she was clearly its face and most successful ambassador, with growing influence in the world's marketplace. She had grown from that young girl out of college, taking her place in a family business, to a seasoned and accomplished executive in a now New York Stock Exchange public and global company. and she rocked it. She had charted her own course, blazed her own trail, and was clearly making her
He
own
said,
mark,
slow mode on, boo.
the chairwoman and CEO of the company she loved, WWE. I left the company to pursue a somewhat different career, just as Stephanie was beginning to hit her stride. So I was able to watch as an outside observer and appreciate the very skilled executive that was quickly emerging. And yes, I admit to doing so fully beaming with the mother's pride. So now let me segue to the mom's perspective. There is nothing more rewarding to a mother than to hear other people praise her child. I have constantly heard things like, her smile lights up the room and makes you feel happy. And the reason for that is because the light of love that shines deep inside her. Many have told me Steph has the best hugs, and that's because she wraps her arms around you and hugs like she never wants to let you go. And as you've heard, Steph's laugh is contagious. And as you saw in the video, her laugh is distinctive, even when others are laughing too. It's loud with gusto that comes from deep in her belly. Many speak of her warmth and genuine compassion, and all of this is true. And I know that because I've had a window to watch her grow from a little girl with those qualities into one of the most spectacular women I know. And to round out my thoughts for tonight from a mom's perch is watching Stephanie herself as a mom. She married the love of her life, Paula Beck.
Triple H is sitting there in the crowd next to
And they
Nick,
produced
not Nick Aldis,
these three
Nick
beautiful,
Khan.
sweet daughters. Steph is a loving, caring, nurturing, and all things good moms are. She shows her girls strength, perseverance, and tries with success most of the time to have them show tolerance for each other. And I confess that's best described as a work in progress. But she's also not afraid to show her vulnerability. They see her cry when she's sad or hurt when something touches her heart. She shares when she's troubled, and they understand that life is not always perfect. And they can see her anger, sometimes flare, when the driver cuts her off on the road or someone's not driving maybe at the right speed she thinks they should be, maybe not fast enough. Occasionally there might even be an expletive. So hopefully I've shared with you enough to know that Stephanie McMahon-Lebeck is so worthy and so deserving to join the elite members of the WWE Hall of Fame. And I couldn't be more proud to share the honor of inducting her with her daughters, Aurora, Murphy, and Vaughn. And as her mom, I'd like to say, Stephanie, you're one of the most remarkable women I know. You give me such joy and love. You are an inspiration, a wonderful daughter, a friend, and I love you with all my heart. Congratulations on this amazing achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Stephanie McMahon.
Stephanie McMahon.
was quite the introduction. Thank all of you. And if that isn't the embodiment of the women's evolution, then I don't know what is. The only person who's missing is my grandmother. I miss you, Nana. I wanted to be a mother more than anything in the world, and Paul wanted to be a father, which is why it was devastating for us when we were told for various reasons that we might not be able to have children on our own. But one thing we learned early on is if you want anything in life, you have to be willing to truly fight for it. And that we did. And through modern medicine and by the grace of God, we were blessed with 3 remarkable daughters. You mean everything in the world to us. And Aurora, Murphy, and Vaughn, I am willing to fight for you, and I will continue to fight for you every single day of my life. Aurora, as she said in her speech, which I had not heard ahead of time, she grew up on the road on our tour bus. She was wheeled on my briefcase, holding on. And she did indeed sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star to a room full of jaded wrestling producers who put her over. Thank you. She once told me she didn't want my job. She didn't want Daddy's job. She wanted Pop's job. She was destined to be the boss. Go Springfield softball. The only baby I've ever seen our head of security hold close was my middle daughter, Murphy, who decided to repay their very special bond by pooping all over his suit, his brand new suit. It was a full blowout. Murphy played 4 years of high school tackle football. She never missed a practice, workout, or game, and she was the only girl on her team. When she took big hits as a running back, she got right back up, earning the respect of everyone around her. And then there's Vaughn. I think Vaughn may be one of a very small group of people who have had both the John Cena and The Rock at different times sing happy birthday just to her, which is very fitting given her gift of voice and her ability to command a room with just her presence. You are my greatest gifts in my mirror. I learn my most valuable lessons through you. And I love you more. Which leads me to my mom. Truthfully, my mom should be the one going into the Hall of Fame tonight. She was the very first CEO of WWE. And if it weren't for her, and of course my father, Vince McMahon.
Is Vince even there?
None of us would be here tonight. Especially me.
They're cheering, thank you, Vince. Is Vince McMahon there?
Thank you for this remarkable life filled with love, opportunities, and experiences that have shaped me into who I am. I also want to thank my brother Shane.
Is Shane McMahon there?
Who is always there to protect me and stretch me, and who taught me how to be tough. And to his wife, Marissa, and my nephews, Declan, Kenyon, and Rogan, no matter what has happened or what will happen in this life, I will always love all of you. I've often heard people say wrestling is life, life is wrestling, and that couldn't be more true. I literally grew up in this business. The Grand Wizard, or Uncle Ernie as I knew him, had a makeshift jacuzzi, which was a metal bathtub with a boat engine on the back of it set up in our driveway. Coming home from school to find Ric Flair in the living room. Or
learned Mr. T was having dinner and he wanted his favorite liver. Or Hulk Hogan seeing me off to my ninth grade prom was all normal. I regularly went to Madison Square Garden where Betty Skolin would watch me in the crowd and try to talk me out of my second Superstars ice cream bar. They were very small, if you remember punk. Then go to Smith and Wally's and listen to everyone talk shop. I modeled for the magazine, made my television debut trick-or-treating at Roddy Piper's house on Saturday night's main event, and I broke my ankle and wrist at different times trying to beat Jimmy Superfly. My dad, Bruce Pritchard, and Pat Patterson would write TV from our house, and I would try to listen and learn as much as possible between sandwich and soda runs. I might not have realized how differently I grew up than everyone else, but one thing was for certain. I loved everything about our business. And working for WWE in any capacity was all I ever wanted to do. I Xeroxed, collated, stuffed envelopes, and answered the switchboard. I still remember Howard Finkel's extension, 8651, and that's all before I graduated high school. It's almost unthinkable to me that I am here tonight, many, many decades later, being inducted into the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame. It is thank you. It is beyond an honor, especially to be inducted alongside the phenomenal AJ Styles, Demolition, Dennis Rodman, the legacy inductees Sid Vicious and Bad News Brown, and the immortal moment, Hogan versus Andre.
That was a good match, actually. Hulk Hogan versus Andre. That was a good match from WrestleMania 3.
I remember specifically watching my friend Andre the Giant make his entrance in the slowest golf cart of all time. And I was devastated when he lost to Hulk Hogan. My first dinner date was with Andre. I was about 14 years old and I got dropped off at his favorite French restaurant near the office in Stamford, Connecticut. He was larger than life in every way. It seemed like the cane he was using was going to explode under his weight as we went to the table. Andre and I sat down and he proceeded to order absolutely everything on the menu, plus a few bottles of wine only for him. His hand engulfed the entire glass, and at one point he looked around and started laughing, and he said, "Everyone in here thinks I'm a dirty old man." Andre and I bonded because I never saw him as anything but my friend, and I hated the way people would walk at him or judge him just because he looked different. In our world, everyone was and is different. As far as I knew, Pat was gay and married to Louie. Adrian Adonis dressed like a woman. Lord Littlebrook was small. The big cat Ernie Ladd was outspoken. Piper was out of his mind. And the Iron Sheik got me drinks. Once. And that just doesn't go for our superstars. That goes for all of us as fans. We come from all over the world, from different backgrounds, ethnicities, beliefs, capabilities, and ideologies. And what brings us together is this shared passion for what happens in that ring. The one place where we control our own destiny, where our differences are our strengths, where we ride or die with the characters we love and the stories that give us hope, the stories that make us human. Because at the end of the day, we're all the same, and all we have is each other. And together we can truly make a difference in someone's life. The best example I can think of is Connor's Cure. Because of all of you, we have raised millions of dollars to find a cure for pediatric cancer, all in the name of an 8-year-old boy and fellow WWE Hall of Famer Conor Mahalik. I'd like to take you back to a campaign we created with the B Foundation called Superstars for Hope.
I'm Crazy Elsie. I am the Green Mushroom. Superman Jimmy the Destroyer.
I am Lance the Tumornator.
I'm a WWE superstar. Hi up! Jimmy, he's machine. Because I destroy cancer.
When I put this
Those are
outfit on,
cancer survivor
I feel
kids.
unlimited power.
I'm the queen. Hi up! I'm a phenomenon.
And together we can all kick cancer's butt.
1, 2, 3, get it wet!
Honor's cure.
Thank you, Rob Sanguina. We wanted to make something that wasn't sad, but was instead inspirational. And did you all see that little boy at the end who lifted up his walker and said, Jimmy wins? Well, that's Superman Jimmy Spagnolo, who happens to be here tonight. Jimmy, would you mind standing? Please stand. Jimmy wasn't supposed to live past 1 year old, and I'm ecstatic to say in 2 weeks on May 11th, Jimmy will celebrate his 16th birthday. Could the entire family please stand? Lacey, Lily, Jim, and Jimmy, thank you so much for being here. You are truly remarkable. Your reaction doesn't surprise me one bit, because WWE is the most supportive, good-hearted community I have ever known. And I could not be more grateful for all of you. You are the one constant. No matter what I was going through in my life, you were always there to boo or cheer or chant horrible things at me. Thank you for the love. Thank you to the Samoans who helped me when a riot broke out at the LA Coliseum. Thank you to the person who worked at the airport in Abu Dhabi and wore a Connor's Cure bracelet. Thank you to the man at the strip mall in New Hampshire who told me everything was going to be okay. I think I could thank nearly everyone in this room for impacting my life in some way. Crew, referees, bus and truck drivers, custodians, security, building personnel, tailors and seamstresses, catering, hair and makeup, agents and producers, employees, partners, production, and especially our superstars. It is an honor to have worked with you, and I will continue to cheer you on as you impact generations. And to those of you who I may have burst your eardrum, one of my slaps, I am truly sorry. But there's really only one person to blame for that. My mother-in-law. She's the one who taught me how to slap. Meme Pepe, thank you for welcoming me into your family with open arms. To my sister-in-law, Lynn, thank you for always having my back. And to my niece and nephew, Mesa and Peter, I love you like you are my own. A very special thank you to some of my real-life groomsmen, and I'm going to go through this quickly. HBK, or as my kids call him, Uncle Sean, The Undertaker, William Regal, The Nature Boy, and Kevin Nash. Kid, my co-podcaster Elise, Jackie, Julie, Rich, Terry, Tam, Tara, Judy, Ed, Laura, Brian, Michael Bruce, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, Classy Freddie Blassie, Jacqueline, Trish Stratus, Lita Sable, Ronda Rousey, the Bellas, Natty, the Four Horsewomen, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Paul Heyman, Kurt Angle, Batista, Test, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, The Rock, Y2J, Mick Foley, and John Cena. Thank you to Nick, Yvette, Natalie, and Sunny Khan, Mark Shapiro, and Ari Emanuel. And most importantly, thank you to the man of my dreams, Paul Triple H Levesque. He used to come to producers' meetings wearing a black leather jacket, chomping gum, putting his feet up and rocking back in his chair. He was everything that I taught to be disrespectful. But there was something irresistible. He was also forbidden to date being a talent. But I just couldn't seem to resist this man. He would flick little balled up pieces of paper at me that no one else seemed to notice. When we'd go to give each other a hug, it was so awkward, like we had never hugged anybody. And then one night after a Raw in Nashville, I was sitting on the floor in the office, and he came and asked me if he could give me a call. You know, to talk business. And we never stopped. Paul, you are my soulmate. You are my hero. You are the man of my dreams. And for the record, you flirted with me first.
Oh,
Whether I was
she just snitched on him.
Character in the show, or even briefly leading as chairwoman and co-CEO, my entire life has been lived for WWE. And a few years ago, I thought all of that was lost. But you helped me realize that that wasn't true. And no matter what, it will always be a part of me, as it is a part of all of you. The video package that played before I came out, Thank You, Adam and Pauline, ended with the song Home by Philip Phillips. And I want to reinforce that all of us who have ever touched or loved our business in some way, we are all family. And WWE will always and forever be our home. And last but not least, since we're here to induct Stephanie McMahon, who was predominantly a heel, I think it's only appropriate that we hear what she would have to say. You're damn right I deserve this recognition. I am the most brilliant, most beautiful, most powerful boss bitch there ever was. While all of you were cheering for your little underdogs and B-plus players, I see you, Sami Zayn. I was busy running this company and turning it into the global juggernaut it is today, providing you with the opportunity to make a name for yourselves that I will profit from until my dying days, and give the rest of you an outlet for your pathetic dreams. I've made grown men tremble and cry before me, knowing I held the key to whether or not they could provide for their family. And I love to watch their stupid pride crumble as I slap them across the face with that reality. That, ladies and gentlemen, is true power, and I wield it unmercifully. So unless you want to be on my bad side, I recommend you get on your feet right now. Stand up and bask in my glory as I, Stephanie McMahon, am immortalized in the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame.
Fame inductee AJ Styles is here.
AJ Styles will be out later.
To be immortalized tonight. Also tonight, it's the immortal moment.
Also tonight,
the greatest moment in WrestleMania history.
WrestleMania history.
Around the world.
All right, guys, we're gonna go to break. I'm gonna go take my medicine real quick, and I'll be right back.
Because confidence, that's your superpower. You don't dodge the noise. You flip it. Own it. Make it yours. Walk in loud. Walk out legendary. When you have the smartest Wi-Fi from Xfinity, your home is the main event. WWE. A network so smart, it boosts the Wi-Fi to devices that need it most.
Don't worry, kid.
Why?
You've got Poster.
It's like having a tag team partner that always has your back.
Everything okay up there?
We're good. There's no match for Wi-Fi this smart. It's about to start. Xfinity. Imagine that. Make TV. In this game, there is no luck. Luck is for users. It's unlike any place in the world. It's not even a place. It's a destination. WrestleMania, 42 years, over 400 matches. And now, history is what you make of it. WWE 2K26. The show never stops.
The Evergreen's family vacation started with Expedia. That newest crew needed peace and quiet, so we booked a vacation home big enough for everyone. Great, right? Nice job, Dad. Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
Hey, it's me. There's a Vail Mother's Day sale up to 50% off. Just, calling to remind you, remember that bracelet, maybe? Because, not the best. And, we should get the best before the best. Anyway, love you.
This isn't just a motorcycle. It's an engineering miracle. A talent machine. It's a good friend. It's all your friends. It's your energy. And it's all the stars in the sky.
It's a highway to your final form.
And as America's #1 motorcycle insurer, Progressive protects every means to you.
Sorry, I can't hear anything else. This isn't just one of the high price presents.
Fresh finds perfectly picked for you. Now and new at Target.
Why choose between getting things done and doing things with the ones you love? With Kroger's same-day pickup and delivery, it's easy to shop the same great prices you find in-store with fresh delivery and our refrigerated trucks, so you can spend time on what matters most. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Like me, I've got this red lease since the very start. I had people in my corner, believe me. And now I'm here, giving back to the community that gave me everything.
At Capella University, we give you the support you need to go on to support others. What can't we do?
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to get our famous spicy chicken sandwich to a look. Your crunch, your flavor, the heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Just down the street, that's the home of the NFL's Raiders, Allegiant Stadium, hosting the two-night WrestleMania for a second straight year. A reminder, it all begins on ESPN2 with the first hour tomorrow at 6 Eastern, 3 on the West Coast. And, of course, the whole event here on the ESPN app with the unlimited plan. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony. And this tonight is all about honoring those who have paved the way. And earlier tonight, we talked about superstars who built this industry. The legacy is a little different. It's about moments, presence, the names that never fade. Because legacy isn't about what you did, it's about how you're remembered. They may not have been there to see them live, but you know exactly who they are. That's legacy. The latest recipient of the WWE Hall of Fame Legacy Award was an Olympic medalist. He was a bad dude with a nasty sense of humor. That scowl, that glare, that look, that news growl, and a presence. Much like a paid back.
Forget about the old saying, it's good news and it's bad news, because now it's only bad news.
He didn't need friends, not when he was armed with a fierce finisher. One of the most devastating thing I've ever seen.
Don't get no mercy, ain't no prison.
He hailed from Harlem and achieved Olympic glory. Bronze medal in judo at the 76 Summer Games. That bad news traveled fast, arriving in WWE, tearing through opponents, making enemies out of everyone, including legends Hulk Hogan and Randy Macho Man Savage.
You don't want no friends. You don't need no friends.
He doesn't have any friends. His WrestleMania moment? Winning a massive battle royal against the biggest names in the biz.
Nothing I do, I never, ever leave an enemy behind.
No alliances, no apologies, no smiles. But no doubt, he'd be beaming about his election into the 2026 legacy class of the WWE Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the family of Bad News Brown.
Bad News Brown. He's dead. Family of Bad News Brown. Hey guys, I gotta make a phone call real quick.
You know, Miz, along with your many accolades, you're a 9-time tag team champion. It's 10.
Hey Google,
Who's counting? So,
call
anyhow,
Mom.
you know how important tag team wrestling is to what we do here. The kid, I love tag team. We can't do it together on the ship. They're based on land. Now it's a man house. I've seen enough.
All right, guys, just got off the call.
With their amazing outfits.
I'm off phone call now. Sorry, I had to make a phone call.
They're studded vests.
I'm back.
And their heart
Okay, they got somebody out.
You knew they were special. Then there was their
They got
teams
Arnie
in the
Anderson and Haku.
Not once, not twice, but 3 times. They won the old WWF Tag Team belts. The first time in 478 days. That was a record never be broken in the old WWF. I know. I got a wrestle for a part of that. And boy, I had a lot of Mr. Fuji's cane broken over my back. And tumbled into that mat with their iconic double axe hammer every single night. Rude. What the 35 years under the time when I was that I'm standing here and talk about them. So, when demolition came to me, I had the opportunity to tag against them. 3 different armies. As part of the Islanders, the Donkey, Shivaji, and the most famous of our feuds is one half of the last connection with Andre the Giant and Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Bobby the Brain Heenan was Andre's manager back in the day.
Connection defended our tag team title in one of the greatest WrestleMania 6 in Toronto, Canada.
That guy talks like Cookie Monster.
In Korea, Andre told me I must look strong and stay alive. If he still shocks me, he and then I wrestled for most of that match. Action Smash, thank you for taking care of me. It was an honor to be in the match with you guys. Thank you.
Here's Arnie Anderson.
Come on now. You didn't think I was going to just fade to black, did you? Well, tonight is not about me. It's looking at these people, tremendous athletes. It's about 2 guys that broke the standard. Bill Eadie had gained worldwide respect as a talent. Very darn so since 1982, been one of my best friends on the planet. So this is a special one for me. Those 2 guys got together, the stars all came into alignment, and they busted down the doors of WWE. I mean, they beat the crap out of everybody. And I mean everybody. And Barry and I were supposed to be friends. Couldn't figure that one out. I said, what the hell's the matter with you, man? You're killing me out there. Gotta protect the gimmick. Now, if he said I gotta protect the gimmick, I would listen up. But the fact of the matter is, Demolition came along and set new standards for tag teams. I listened to the crowd every single night when that music would hit, and it would be chill bumps. You know what we're talking about. Very few people have that in this business that can move people like that. So without much further ado, this is an easy one. The newest members of the WWE Hall of Fame, Demolition.
Demolition. Now that's a
Wow. Wow. Thank you. Oh.
axe and smash. Demolition.
All right. It's hard to beat Stephanie McMahon's speech. That's incredible, huh? Is she unreal or what? All right. This is just one of the most incredible moments of my life. I've been around the wrestling business for over 40 years, and it all comes down to tonight, the WWE Hall of Fame. What an honor, and thank you very much. And it's that ring right there. There are so many people that I need to say thanks to. I'm only going to name a few. About 39 years ago, I got a call from Vince McMahon to come up to the office. And he showed me a picture of what the Demolition characters would look like. And I didn't know anything about the Demolition. I didn't know what it looked like. And he asked me, he said, "Do you think you can be this character?" I looked him right in the eye. I said, "You're darn right I can be this character. I'm Demolition Smash." Unbelievable. And we kind of laughed. And he said, I just need to get a hold of Bill Eady and make sure that everything's okay with him. And it'll be a good tag team for the both of us. And, I said, perfect. So I knew Bill through some mutual friends, and everybody spoke so highly of him. Bill and I met a couple weeks later. The next thing you know, we're partners. We're the Demolition. The first day in the ring, it just clicked. It was incredible. Next thing you know, from the Trump Plaza, winning the tag team titles from Tito Santana and Rick Martel. Unbelievable. Thank you. I need to thank Bill Eady for this moment right here, because he's what's made this so easy for the decision for me to become Smash. And we've been together for about 39 years now. We've had a great tag team run. We put many miles on the road, best friends, training partners. All I did was follow his lead in the matches, and they were phenomenal. We wrestled the greatest teams of all times, and those guys that just inducted us in here or something. The Warlord, he was partners with the Barbarian. They were incredible. Yes, definitely. Haku with Andre the Giant. Arn Anderson tagged with Tully Blanchard. They were the Brainbusters. We tore it up with those guys. It's just been an incredible, incredible career. I need to thank Mr. Fuji. Hey, yeah. Stone's the Stooge. He was so much fun. He was just a great, great man. A good guy to be around. And then I need to thank Brian Adams Crush. All right. Another great partner. When he came in, we had the time of our life. He was just a good guy, a good man, and he was one strong son. What a good guy. Then I'd have to mention my wife, love of my life, Teresa Darso. She was the best partner I ever had at Sargville, and still is. She ran my whole life, and still does. I gotta introduce my son, Dakota Darso. He's a sergeant for the Roscommon County Sheriff's Department. He's a K-9 officer, the greatest son a man could ever have. Yes. Dakota, I love you. And then his wife, Keely Darso, who's just an incredible woman. I love her more than anything. She is the mother of my 3 grandkids. And I got my 3 grandkids to see that. Come on, you guys. Come on. That's Maverick, Scarlett, and Lincoln. And can you look in the camera right there and just smile and wave? Just when you get back to school, tell the kids at school that they're in school today, and you're at the greatest show on earth. WrestleMania in the Hall of Fame, yeah. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this up, and I just want to say thanks to the WWE, Triple H, The Undertaker, the whole WWE crew is just incredible. And then, I got to thank the fans. Yeah, you fans are unbelievable. There wouldn't be Demolition without you. Thank you all. All right, Bill. You got it.
Well, to be truly honest, I didn't ever think this day would come true. To be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Bill
It's been a great
Eddie,
honor,
which is apps.
and it's unbelievable. You look around the crowd here today, you see all these superstars. I envy you. You're doing a fantastic job. Fantastic job. We have been accepted into the fraternity. We've been in the wrestling community for a number of years. Now we're being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and we're allowed in the fraternity house. There's many people that I want to thank. Thank you.
You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it.
That's a loud section over there.
I think maybe we should go run the wrestling.
You run in, I'll walk in, because I'm a lot older. There's a lot of people that I would like to thank for the guidance and support. Too many to mention about it. Dino Mongo, who was my trainer and mentor. George Scott, that gave me the character of Mass Superstar. Andre the Giant, good friend. He trusted me. Vince McMahon Jr. and Sr. for bringing us into WWE. Antonio Inoki for giving me that main event position in Japan. And of course, Mr. Fuji. Good manager, better friend. There's so many other people I like to mention. All the talent in this room, all the talent in the wrestling fraternity. We had so many good matches with individuals and singles, tags. Without a good opponent, the match just doesn't work. We like to thank those people who were in the ringers. Just like these guys, all the people that we can't mention. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank the fans. Without the fans, you gave us the drive and ambition and desire. You gave us the support over these many years. Just really thank you. Thank you very much. I would like to thank members of my family. First of all, my wife. My wife, Sue. She stood with me from day one. I had a dream, and she supported that dream. She gave the support and strength and effort, even when I doubted myself. She bought 3 homes while I was on the road. One of those times I didn't even know where I lived, coming back from Japan. That was before cell phones, so if she didn't come to pick me up at the airport, I was going to be at Atlanta Airport for a long time. Thank you, honey. I love you very much. I'd like to thank my daughter, Heather Davis, my son-in-law, Michael Davis, they sacrificed his life. I've got 4 great-grandsons, Christopher, Dylan, Chase, and Dean. And they give me the reason to keep going. Finally, the reason I'm even here today, I want to thank my Lord Jesus Christ. There we go.
There you go. He just thanked the Lord Jesus
He
Christ.
was with me when I was in my weakest, and I needed guidance. Thank you. I've been asked a number of times, and even today, at a signing, question, how are you going to feel?
Which I believe in God, by the way. Just so everybody that doesn't know this, I do believe in God and I do believe in Jesus Christ.
Getting the ring, getting that acknowledgement. And I worked it back to a good right? Come on, I feel the praise. I like it. I like it a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Still come tonight, AJ Styles.
AJ Styles will enter the Hall of Fame. And also, Dennis Rodman,
And also-
not of the NBA, but of the NWO. Dennis Rodman's here.
NWO, Dennis Rodman's here. Now I just want to say this before we go to break, that with God all things is possible. All right, I'll be back, guys. Well, they just got home. Oh, God. Oh, God. Why did I just hit tab?
So, bless you, Nick. Bless you, Nick. Bless everybody.
Apparently somebody from the NWO was in the Hall of Fame. I was out there seeing if they were home in their home.
But you got going on, baby. Hey, nobody is sure for the bleachers, brother. Guess what, dude? Your life is bored down here. Been up there all day long, bro. Yes. All day. But, all right, we'll finish this. I love the girl, yellow. And everybody back there, George with the fellow. But here we go, guys. Here's the ending. Here's the ending right here. I love the fact when you can sit there, hold your head up high, Hulkamania. That statue, brother. And I wonder why it took so long. What took so long? You know, I hope you got some laugh at this. A friend of mine told me, said, what's she gonna prove from? When the fire, look up at him, and my 24 years played down. Get a hold of you, brother.
Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan.
I tried. What are you gonna do? Thank you guys for coming out there. Thank you guys for having me in. Love to the one, baby. NWO for life.
Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. He was a member of the NWO.
Well, this is indeed the first WrestleMania without the presence of the immortal Hulk Hogan. Coming up next, one of the great highlights of WrestleMania. From the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan, WrestleMania 3. It's our immortal moment. Coming up next.
Oh, I love that match, WrestleMania 3.
The biggest wrestling extravaganza of all time. The irresistible force.
That was a good match. I actually watched that. Hulk Hogan and Andre.
I didn't know if I could get him up. To tell you the truth. It was the final one. When you have the smartest Wi-Fi from Xfinity, your goal
What are you
is to
booing?
make WWE. A network so smart, it boosts the Wi-Fi devices that need it most.
Don't worry, Ken. You've got closer.
I mean, we are booing. Booing what?
Everything okay up there?
There's no match for Wi-Fi this smart. It's about to start. Xfinity.
Freaking commercial crap.
That flavor's just out of reach. Pop the Legos and bring the juice. Jeez. In this game, there is no luck. Luck is for losers. It's unlike any place.
Luck is for losers. Really, CM Punk?
42 years, over 400 matches. And now, history is what you.
I really hope he does not retain that belt. Huh? Hold on. Why aren't you reading comments loud? Are you having trouble hearing me or something? I can look.
That's not true. We did not. You wasn't there, bro. Anyway, what's the artist?
395. Hold on. Let's see if I can see what's going on with my sound. It should be loud.
farmers, we know compromises can be compromised.
It's loud. How's it quiet on your end? I literally just put it up. It's loud. I'm literally loud.
Great. If we jog, we might make it in time for the encore.
Sometimes saving a few bucks just isn't worth it in the long run. If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with farmers, you can get quality and savings. Unless you want to get your steps in.
We are partners.
Subway's new protein pack. Over 200 grams of protein, crisp veggies, and tasty sauce. For just $3.99.
$3.99? Did you just say $3.99?
$3.99?
What? $3.99? $3.99?
$3.99?
Hey, what's that?
Nobody told you.
Subway's new protein pack. It's over 20 grams of protein for $3.99. Try all 4.
Depop has no sound effects. Make even more money when you sell your clothes. So buy more of what you love. Download now.
There's no reason why people shouldn't be hearing me. If people shouldn't be hearing me, they should hear me.
Beginning with WrestleMania Saturday at 6 Eastern, 3.
16 hours until WrestleMania begins.
Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. '87. I was in college watching on closed circuit the moment that got me into this business. You're that old? I was 7. I'm old. We're sitting down watching 93,000 people pack the Silverdome, watching Hulk Hogan take on the undefeated, a true giant, the immovable object, Andre the Giant. And then it happened.
Holy crap.
And 93,000 people rose out of their seats. They watched the immortal Hulk Hogan brother pick up Andre the Giant and slam him. That's when we realized that wasn't just a match. That was history. Let's celebrate that history now with our immortal moments.
World Wrestling Federation officials have announced that WrestleMania 3 will be held at the beautiful Silverdome.
Hulkamania is the newest thing, Johnny. Something that's sweeping the country.
Hulkamania has taken over. Andre the Giant congratulating the new heavyweight champion of the world, Hulk Hogan.
You can't believe it? Maybe you'll believe this, Hogan.
We want to know, yes or no? Are you done to the fight in WrestleMania 3? The biggest wrestling extravaganza of all time. I should remind you, there are no tickets left.
Oh my gosh. I mean, people were coming from all over the world for this particular WrestleMania. On the one hand, we have the ultimate hero. On the other hand, we have this giant who no human being could possibly be. No way.
How can Andre the Giant was undefeated for 15 years? How?
All of professional wrestling finally meeting up. Hogan and Andre is what set in motion.
How can he be undefeated for 15 years?
I knew that night the whole world was watching. WrestleMania 3 just launched the WWE to a whole other level.
You got 93,000 standing on their feet for this one. Andre the Giant facing the Hulkster, the irresistible force, leading the immovable object.
It is David versus Goliath, and it was the perfect story. Hogan can't get Andre up. He can't get Andre up. And at the end, when you most wanted it,
They say the bigger you are, the harder they fall. And he picked Andre up and slammed him down hard.
We're WWE. We're all about moments. We're all about moments. The game stands still. Hogan slammed Andre.
Okay, we're not having that.
It was different than it's ever happened. It was just the right time.
Okay, I'm only going to say this one time. We're not having this in the chat.
Biggest moment ever in my career. It has to be that WrestleMania.
Look, I appreciate you being a fan and everything, but I've been reading your comments. Dude, I appreciate you being a fan, but chill.
Jimmy Hart. Hulk Hogan's son, Nick, and Andre the Giant's daughter, Robin.
You know what? Dennis Rogers got me all choked up now. Thank you, Dennis. I appreciate that. WrestleMania 3, Silverdome, Detroit, Michigan. When we booked the building, they didn't tell us that a week before us, the Pope's going to be at the Silverdome. And then 3 days before us, the Rolling Stones are going to be there. Huck leans over to me and said, Jimmy Hart, what do you think about it, man? And I said, Huck, I think we can outdraw the Pope, but I don't think we can outdraw the Rolling Stones, baby. But you know what? Like Stephanie Mann said earlier, we did 93.
It's Stephanie McMahon, not Stephanie Mann. Jeez.
We love you. But like I said before, it's just unbelievable that we were able to do that. And I want to thank Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, of course, Mixter, and also Bobby the Brain Heenan for being part of that main event. But you know what? I got a surprise for you guys over here, okay?
American, fight for the rights of every man. You American, fight for what's right, fight for your life. If they ever make a toy of that, I want it. I feel strong about right and wrong. Take trouble for very long.
Jimmy, Nick, Robin, thank you very much. And as we just saw in our Mortal Moment, Miz, the WWE has always been about big men. We always say superstars are larger than life, but we talk about powerhouses like Andre the Giant, Big John Studd.
Andre the Giant would be my favorite legend.
Ladies and gentlemen, latest inductee into our legacy wing of Hall of Fame.
Legacy wing of Hall of Fame.
Sid Vicious.
Psycho Sid.
Psycho Sid. By any name, you didn't want to mess with him. A towering 6'9" with trademark intensity, Sid was a terrifying superstar during his nearly 30-year career.
Oh man, Sid Vicious, one of the most imposing big men you ever met in your life.
Sid Vicious,
I am the top dog here. Everyone has to measure themselves to me.
the maniacal giant ruled WWE with his mastery of mind games and his signature power bomb.
Never have I seen anyone that presents us the size of everyone here, Sid.
Psycho Sid held the WWE champion at one point.
Charisma earned him 2 WrestleMania main events against the Immortal Hulk Hogan and The Undertaker. Went on to become a 2-time world champion in both WCW and WWE.
I am the master, and I am the ruler of the world.
This Psycho's path has led Sid to become a proud member of the 2026 legacy class of the WWE Hall of Fame. Please welcome the family of Psycho Sid.
Psycho Sid. Family.
And coming up next, the Hall of Fame.
Next, AJ Styles.
We have the smartest Wi-Fi from Xfinity. Your home is the main event. WWE. A network so smart, it boosts the Wi-Fi to devices that need it most.
Don't worry, kid. You've got this.
It's like having a tag team partner that always has.
Guys, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to step out of the room, but I'm going to leave the mic on so you can hear what's going on. I will be right back. I'm going to go see if, because I keep getting notifications that my family pulled up to my house. And I'm going to have to make a run for the restroom. When this is over with, I'm hitting the bed.
WWE 2K26, the show never stops.
Hey Dan, have you heard of Kalshi? Yeah, the prediction market that will trade anything from sports to alien sightings.
Alien sightings? When does that happen?
I'll be back, guys.
I'll be right with you.
Hey, that's not true. We did that. You want the bad, bro?
What's the artist? $3.95.
Hockey season ended. Summer started. Dad knew this food would be much, but they didn't listen to him. And that's his race. So they planned their flights, car, vacation home, all in one place. Great, right? Nice guy, Dad. Expedient. And what can I suppose?
You.
Your tech will be taken to on the way for 2 hours between now and 2 days. Don't take the lunches on the technology. Allergic reactions can occur even days after use. Get help right away for trouble breathing, rash, swelling of face, mouth, tongue, or throat, high blood pressure, and nose symptoms. Get help for high blood pressure, numbness, feelings, pain, chronic chills, and fingers and toes. Common side effect is nausea. Ask your doctor about Nurtec ODT.
his athleticism, he also shifted gears and became more of a character. Almost better than to do. You know, Joe, I see him. That's you. We have friends. The door was shut. AJ Styles was probably the most phenomenal. The benchmark for what it is to be professional inside and outside of the ring. He became the hero for a generation of wrestlers. That's the right wrestler. He's the two businesses.
Nothing. He didn't see nothing.
He's just a good person. For every single person. Thank you very much.
Good AJ Styles. All right. Okay. AJ Styles. I wonder if he's going to be the headliner. Here's Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, the OC. Who remembers the OC? I do. Yeah, he should be the last inductee of the night. It's past my bedtime. But it's okay. I'm going to bed when this is over with.
And he signed with WWE. He became the face that runs the place. AJ Styles has inspired an entire generation of professional wrestlers. And I imagine it's including almost everyone in this room. AJ Styles is so loved all around the world. It's kind of hard to find somebody to say a bad word about AJ. He's had so many legendary rivalries and matchups. He could have had anybody done to the Hall of Fame. Guys like John Cena.
I remember when AJ Styles had the United States champion for the longest time, and OC, the OC had the tag titles on Raw. No, hold on. Ugh. Nah, I just lost. Hold on a minute. Or am I thinking of Seth Rollins in the AOP?
It's 2006 in Southern California, backstage at the professional wrestling show. AJ Styles is backstage visiting. This is AJ Styles. He's the guy in 2006. Little did I know that a decade later, AJ and Gallows and myself were from the WWE.
I also remember whenever they were signing up for WrestleMania, AJ Styles came in to Undertaker to sign up for the Boneyard match.
AJ goes, yeah. If you can't take or throw a forearm, get out of the freaking business. That's not the end. Once I wonder what's going to happen. AJ grabs a guy like this. And he goes, what? See? What? See? And the kid walks away like this and thank you, Mr. Styles. That's when I realized for real. In 2006, that AJ Styles was finishing. And on that note, there's only one thing left to do, and that's go old school Japanese style. Cara, I need you to conjure up the machine gun.
The Machine Gun.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the newest member of the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2026. In my opinion, the greatest professional wrestler on God's green earth. Say it with me. The phenomenal
AJ Styles. Oh, it's his old entrance too. Here's AJ Styles. Okay. Chill. You need chill or you're getting timed out for the rest of the stream.
said to me today, don't get out there and get emotional, AJ. That's not fair.
I appreciate you liking my content, but that's it.
I'm still having withdrawals.
I'll see you tomorrow.
It's going to be a little hard when you're not being emotional. So if I do, I'll be maybe.
Good. Because I'm fixing ready to fix that now since I'm not gonna have someone claim to be a fan and then boo my crap, so you can have fun.
You see, when you do that, that makes it very complicated.
Not having it.
Because I really enjoy being AJ Styles. Think about the ropes, diving over the top rope, jumping off the top.
I'll give them another shot tomorrow.
Huge bumps. I love it. I really did. I love everything about it. That sounds crazy, I know, but here you sit because you love the same thing that I do. It was the passion that got you here. Because I've been in the ring with you. I can see it. We all had the same
All right.
thing. It's addictive. It's great. It's fun. Locker room. Man, the women that I got to hang around with, the people that I got to meet, stuff you don't forget. That community that we got to hang around with, not everybody gets to do that. You guys that stay out here, you're the lucky ones. Don't you to think about this. There are more professional athletes in football, baseball, basketball than there are you. That's how hard it is to get to where you're at. So the next time you're going to look down and out, take pride in the fact that you did something a lot of people weren't able to do because of that passion. Is it crazy that I said I like the plane rides, the long ones,
Hello.
the train rides?
Hello.
In Europe,
Chama. Chama. Hello.
maybe I missed that. But to answer the question, do I miss?
Yep, I got you. What's up?
This
Cool.
is going to surprise you a little bit.
We love Chama.
The answer is no. Because I'm lucky enough to go home. to my
Everyone
family
loves Chama.
every night.
Everyone loves Chama.
I don't have to miss any more birthdays or important games or birthday parties and soccer games. I don't miss that anymore. I don't have to miss when you call down and straight.
Okay.
I can be there.
I'm getting ready.
I don't have to call Japan AJ to see.
Why do I need to ban him if I already cut him in timeout?
I got to be there for the rest of the matches. Hey, I can see them now. Now the music capabilities and what you hear from those people get the music will make this just snap. And as much as I get the chance to spend time with my family, and it's even better when I get to spend time with just me and my wife. We get to get away and reconnect.
Why did you do that? He was having fun.
There's nothing better than that.
Let me explain something. Alright? What he was doing, the boo crap, how he said he liked my stuff, but he was booing.
There's a lot of people I need to think.
If you like someone's stuff, you don't boo them. And on top of that, he was complaining how I don't reply to his comments. I was replying to his comments. Saying I'm not loud enough. Well, I just checked it and my sound sounds fine. So it has to be something on his end.
If I ever told you that I love you, I meant to.
I took the slow mode off. But I am going to give him another shot tomorrow. Because I am about second chances.
I guess at the end of the day, I don't really have to be away from wrestling. I don't have to be the phenomenal AJ Styles.
You can't untime out somebody once they're in timeout.
WWE, the opportunity that I have here in the WWE to stay with this company and be a part of this family.
Then you know what? That's his problem. If he wants to do that, let him do it. I'm not. I entertain people. What if he becomes a hater? I don't care.
So you know. I don't understand, but I like to think that my faith, what I believe in, had me at the right time.
I'm getting ready to ban every single freaking one of y'all.
The right person watching. I am so blessed.
Because now you're starting to be like him and I'm not having it.
I've done what I've done. It was divine intervention.
He loved you. How can you do that to me?
I'm just saved by grace, by the grace of God and my Savior Jesus Christ.
Okay. If he loved my content, why did he boo? Like I said, I'm all about second chances. He will have a second chance on tomorrow's stream. Once you time out somebody on this stream, they can't comment no more on this stream. They can comment on the next stream. And that's fine. Everybody has different opinions.
So I am humbled and honored to be a member of the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame. I love you, and thank you very much.
I wasn't being rude. I asked him nicely to quit doing what he was doing because he was spamming boo in multiple messages. Which you do know if any of my moderators was on and caught that, you let me tell you something. If one of my moderators was on and they caught that, he would have been banned completely. So I'm just saying, just be lucky it was me and not my moderators.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. It has been our honor and privilege. We will see you tomorrow and Sunday at WrestleMania. This and the class of the 2026 Hall of Fame is awesome! Thank you, good night!
Well, that's his decision. That's his decision. But like I said, I'm the kind of person that gives second chances. I tell you what, if you truly feel that way, then you can get the heck off my channel, have a good night, and don't come back. Don't come back under any account, because I have ways of finding out who this is and who this goes to. I have a moderator that can know where people comes from and who is doing on multiple accounts. So go ahead. Because what you're doing, you're trolling. And had I known that you was trolling, I wouldn't have allowed you in. So I tell you what I'm going to do. Trolling's not allowed in here. Okay. Watching my reaction. Okay. You can watch my reaction. But here's the thing. You can watch my... Well, either of y'all can watch my reaction. And I'm fine for y'all watching my reaction. He is welcome to watch my reaction tomorrow night. But if there's any more of this boo crap, I will ask him to leave again. Well, and the same goes for you. You are welcome to watch my reaction, but if this continues, then I'm going to ask you to leave till the next stream. But did I say I was? No, I wasn't.
Great, right?
I said I will ask you to leave. you can enjoy without doing this. But if I do that, you ain't coming back under any account. Are you sure? Because I'm not going to ban people that enjoys my content. But if you don't want to watch it, I'll do the same thing to you. Okay. Then I don't want to see you come back under any other account. All right. And you can have a good night. You can have a good night and tell everybody that you're telling to stay the heck off my channel. Bye. Y'all have a good night. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for WrestleMania. I'm going to head off to bed. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, The King Tornado Man Show. Follow me on TikTok, The King Tornado Man Show. Twitch, The King Tornado Man Show. And Instagram, The King Tornado Man Show. And y'all, do me a favor. Do not be a troll. That's the one thing I will not allow in here. Do not be a troll. Do not be a troll. Being a troll does not get you anywhere. Being a fake fan doesn't get you anywhere. Okay, if you like my content, that's cool and everything. I appreciate people's supports. But you can't just boo if you like somebody's content. So, I'll see you guys on tomorrow's live stream. Thank you guys for watching and see you guys tomorrow.